my god. Hello, Riven mains and Yasuo mains alike. The last bits of news to start off the League of Legends 2019 offseason leading into the 2020 season for a lot of these orgs to rebuild their rosters and hit new higher heights than they've ever hit before. You guys already guessed it. Most people already knew it, but we just had to hear it confirmed. Team Liquid reportedly set to acquire Broxah from Fnatic. Now, this was already rumored by a ton of people. Broxah tried to overall dissuade people away from that, saying, all those things about Reckless and that him and Reckless were cool. He's dedicated to Fnatic. He's staying there. Well, I'm not hard to press to believe he's a liar, but none of that means anything anymore because he's going to North America, and that means, guys, I will be able to see Broxah when I go to the LCS. Oh my god, I am so happy. That makes me so happy right now. You guys have no idea how I want to actually be next to Broxah when I take a picture with Team Liquid after Cloud9 smacks them in their previous game that I'll watch actually during that day. Now, Team Liquid getting Broxah is rather interesting, and I want to kind of overall go into that a little bit more in depth because that is really interesting, is because that means that if any other player on TL underperforms throughout the year, we know 100% without a fact they are going to get replaced. Let's look at the previous TL years. The 2018 split where they rebuilded from obviously hitting relegations. They obviously wanted to be the best North American LCS team and organization, and they pretty much are. So let's count it off. Ole, Pobelter, Doublelift, and Impact and Xmithy. Ole and Pobelter for Jensen and CoreJJ. Then you look at this year. Xmithy was primarily a weak link for them at international events and did not perform very, very well. Out and with Broxah. TL is getting to the dream of all imported players. Make it happen. It's the North American dream to have other people come from other countries around the world and settle here as it is their home. But let's talk about this because that means Xmithy is going to not be on Team Liquid, which means that he is going to be on a different team. Now, I don't know specifically where he's going to go. That is an interesting thing in itself. He could potentially go to Cloud9. I mean, we have seen times in which where players who don't perform well on their roster go to Cloud9, play really well on Cloud9, and then eventually Cloud9 lets them go to other teams. We saw with Svenskeren, Golden Glue, Jensen was toxic at one point. They brought up Jensen. Contracts obviously was from their C9 Challenger team way back in 2016. So this is obviously a case of Xmithy underperforming and basically TL needing another jungler to kind of give them an edge. I still think that Broxah is pretty good. I know people say that he's not that good, but that's really not true. He's actually pretty good. And looking at how linear Fnatic were, was that really his fault though? Because people keep saying, oh, Youngbuck gave them this comp and this comp and this comp. I mean, he's only going to be able to give them what they're good at. Fnatic were super linear, and you could only draft what is capable of the players are playing, right? On TL, I think that this will be more of an option where he will be able to open up and freely be able to do as he wants. Now, with the jungle changes coming to, the game, maybe his play style of playing towards one side of the map is actually going to be a lot better because of how the game is going to change. Now, this is obviously a roster on paper that a lot of people are probably going to go like, well, isn't this going to be the best team in North American LCS? We don't know yet, but looking at TL's track record from the past 4 splits, just looking at that track record alone, this team could either do really well or fail. That's just how most super teams are, and this is considerably a super team for what they have. They have a really good top laner in Impact, really good jungler now in Broxah, an incredible mid laner in Jensen, incredible ADC in Doublelift, and incredible support in CoreJJ. I would not be surprised if TL went back to back to back to back to back to back splits. I would not be surprised whatsoever if TL won both splits this year. But obviously, I want to kind of see where Xmithy's going to go. If Xmithy does go to Cloud9, that's not even bad for Cloud9. I think that he could fit the culture of Cloud9 perfectly, but we'll have to see whether or not that obviously is going to be his case. I also think that Sven would be a perfect fit for Cloud9 as well, but people don't really disagree with that. They want to take a player who's consistently not been so well recently because they like him. So, there's a lot of areas for Cloud9 to improve, but TL is getting Broxah, as Broxah is leaving Fnatic after having been there since 2017. He replaced Amazing. Yes, Amazing played on Fnatic at one point, and obviously has been with them through all their incredible runs, that 0-4 to 4-4 to facing RNG, to getting beat by RNG, to going to World Finals, to getting beat by IG, to obviously go back and face FunPlus Phoenix, and then obviously losing to FunPlus Phoenix. It's really weird. Every single time they get out of group stage, they have to face a Chinese team. Since 2017 to 2019, they've consistently lost to LPL teams. Might be a trend there, but Broxah having synergy with all these players, we don't even know yet. We're going to have to think about this, really thoroughly when we're making basically, our power rankings moving into the 2020 split. But I think that this is a great move overall for Team Liquid. And this is something that is good for them, but could also backfire. I do want to leave that open as it is. Liquid has proven to be the strongest North American team domestically, at least. This team has won 4 consecutive LCS split playoffs. The only problem is that the team hasn't had as much success at Worlds. Despite coming off a summer split champions in 2018 and 2019, Liquid didn't finish higher than 9th at Worlds either year. The North American squad will hope that Broxah, who finished top 8 at Worlds in 2017 and 2019 and even reached the grand finals last year, can bring some of that international event success over to Burbank with him. Alright, so that's all I can say about TL getting Broxah. The next big shocker is going to be really interesting that most people already kind of expected. This is Kobbe is going to TSM. Now, this was pretty much already confirmed as well. A lot of people rumored this already. And with Kobbe going to TSM, it's a trend of TSM having European AD carry and NA support. Now, looking at Kobbe, Biofrost, Broken Blade, and Bjergsen, that seems like a pretty good team, nonetheless. And these matches between TL and TSM are going to be spicy. That's why I'm really just antsy to see where Cloud9 is going to actually get their, players, because I want to see some big players going on. I want to obviously get some big signings, have some big clashes, but Cloud9 just paid $1.5 million for Vulcan, so that's probably going to be an interesting thing to go over. But Kobbe to TSM, there's not much really I can say about Kobbe other than the fact that he is an upgrade over Sven, looking at it coming in from Kobbe's Splice splits to Sven's TSM splits. And looking at how he'll pair with Biofrost doesn't seem like a person that he wouldn't pair with. I see both people as people that could easily pair up with each other. We know that Kobbe likes to play a lane dominant, consistent scaling, overall related AD carries that make him a valuable factor in later, scaling factors in the game. And Biofrost is pretty much the same way. He can be flexible when it counts. He's more of a lane support. I think that his roaming is really good as well. But looking at this for TSM, this is an upgrade, and kind of looking to see where they're going to actually get their jungler from, because the issue with TSM right now is what jungler wants to go to the scrutiny cancer that is TSM. Which jungler will want to not go and blow their goddamn brains out after the 2020 season is over? I will be praying for that jungler. Once I see that jungler at the LCS when me and my friends go this coming year, this up and coming year. It can be a past up and coming year because the year hasn't started. Once me and my friends go to the LCS this year, I'll be asking that TSM jungler, do you like playing for this team, and do you want to blow your brains out when you play? I'm not going to ask those questions, but I will be humbly surprised to see who are they going to have a jungler for, because you got to factor in people like 3 junglers in 1 year. That is, woo! That is not something people like, but overall, that's it. TL is getting Broxah, and yes, Kobbe is going to TSM. See you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing, and Way of Life Esports is signing out.
Hi there, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more stuff.
Yeah, thank you.